Right, so welcome to the first video in this series, Packraft Fundamentals. These are all little tiny videos that are all for people that have just brought a packraft and want to gain some knowledge on how to use them. So the first thing we're going to look at is how to inflate your packraft. So when you get your brand new packraft, this is the MRS micro raft here, it should come with an inflation bag. Now depending on what model and what make of packraft it is, depends on how big your inflation bag is. So we'll have a look at connecting first of all the inflation bag to the packraft. So the first thing you need to locate is your valve. So on this MRS micro raft, it is at the stern of the packraft. So this is a standard Boston valve here. So by unscrewing it fully, that means you've got a two-way entry inside of here, and then by unscrewing the top part of your valve here, this is your one-way valve. So the next thing is grab your inflation bag and get your valve at the top there, and then turn that about 4 to 5 times clockwise, so that when you screw that into the valve, the bag's not going to get all fuddled up. And then we're going to screw that into the bag, and then because you've already twisted the bag, it's not going to get all messed up. And screw that up nice and tight, and then you're ready to inflate your packraft. So all I'm going to do is just open up the bag, point it into the wind. That's going to help fill the bag. I can then just bring it down and just gently lift it up, fold the tops in, roll it down, hold at the base, push using the other hand, and then as you get down to about this position, you can come down onto your knees, hold the bag and squeeze all of the air inside of your packraft. This packraft's going to take about 3 bags to fully inflate. Now as you get close to fully inflating as much as you can with the bag, remember this valve is two-way at the moment, so as soon as you let this off, the pressure's going to come out of your packraft. So what you want to do is, as you get to the boat as full as you possibly can, just flick the bag round a couple of times, and that will make a seal enough here so you can get ready to put your valve in. So once we've sealed the bag off, I'm going to get the top of the valve ready, and then I'm just going to undo the bag and just get ready. So as soon as that comes out, that valve goes in, and now we can orally inflate the packraft to its correct pressure. So a couple of things to remember when you're orally inflating your packraft is the air coming out of your lungs is got to be warm. So 36.6 degrees is your body temperature. It's -2 at the moment out here at the moment. So once this is fully inflated, as that air cools down inside the packraft, you're going to lose pressure, and that's when you're going to need to temper your boat. So orally inflating your packraft, you really need to fill this packraft to as much as you possibly can. So when you can't physically get any more pressure out of your lungs into your packraft, then that's brought up to correct pressure. Then stick it in the water for a couple of minutes just to let the pressure reduce a little bit, and then you can then retemper the boat, and you basically bring that up to the same again so that you physically can't put any more pressure into the boat. So this packraft here, the MRS micro raft, that takes about 1.6 psi to be fully inflated at its optimal pressure. So that's the sort of pressure that you want them to be get. How do you measure 1.6? Well, then the one thing that you can do is actually inflate your packraft using a pump, and that's the next thing we're going to be looking at. So the next way to inflate your packraft is by using a pump. The pump that I use is the Flextail Gear Max Boat Pump, and this is absolutely brilliant. It's not massively bulky, it's not massively heavy. You know, if you're worried about weight and space, then you want to be taking your bag and not worrying about a pump. But a pump is absolutely brilliant, especially this one, because you control what pressure it will actually pump to. So to use this pump, you just need to flick the switch there, open up the little pocket on the top there, take out the adapter, that goes onto the front, and then on the top there, you then just set the pressure that you want to pump it to. So I'm going to set this to 1.6 psi, and then we'll just plug it into the packraft and let it do its work. The great thing about using the pump is that you can just leave the pump to pump up the packraft, and you can get everything ready that you're going to need for your adventure. So if you're inflating your packraft using a pump, you're not going to need to temper it as much as what you would as if you're already inflating your boat to bring it up to pressure, because the air that is being pumped into the packraft from the pump is not as warm as what it is from your lungs. But you're still going to need to temper it just to be on the safe side. So stick it in the water that you're going to be paddling for 2 to 3 minutes, and then just open the valve, put the pump back on, and then see whether it needs to be brought up to temper. So there we are, that's this packraft inflated and ready to hit the water. I just need to inflate my backrest and my seat, and we're ready to head out on an adventure. So thank you for joining us on the first video of packrafting fundamentals. Video 2, we're going to be looking at how to attach a bag onto the front of your packraft. If you're new to the channel, my name is Martin. I'm into my hiking, fishing, bushcraft, packraft, and just generally being outdoors. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.